coming down to the wire. It seems to be the like the talk of the regionals. It was exciting. I wouldn't have had it any other way. I mean, down to two really good athletes. I mean, I've competed against AJ for the past 3 years, and he's a great athlete. Everyone at the regional is a great athlete. And Nate's a great athlete. Ben, I mean, so it was fun. I mean, I think AJ said it best in one of the videos recently on the game site. He said, you know, I competed against my friends in all kinds of sports, and when it came time to compete against them, it's, you know, I don't hate them, but I want to win, so I'm going to do what it takes to win. You know?
I tried to stick to like last year I didn't really have a schedule, and I tried to stick to a schedule this past year, you know, 3 on 1 off, 2 on 1 off, and that worked. And then about 6 weeks out from regionals, I switched to 3 on 1 off, 3 on 2 off. Try to get, you know, the weekend feel of 3 days of workouts and then plenty of rest in between, so 2 days was plenty of rest.
Are you still just programming for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I have fun with it. You know, I don't program ahead of hand at all. I just, you know, come in and however I feel. I like to work on what I don't want to work on. So that's what I like to do.
How did you feel? How did you feel like going into the regional, and how did you feel like the regional went for you?
I felt pretty good going into the regionals. I felt like I had kind of planned to peak during regionals, because you kind of have to. You kind of be on your game there, or else you don't make it to the games. So, you know, my training, my whole year kind of revolved around doing well at regionals, and then from then on out, it's just see how well you can do at the games.
Did you say? I remember you said that you were like, oh, I think I did like 10,000 swings or something like that.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, the kettlebells crushed me the last 2 years, so I hopefully they won't do that again, because I've been practicing them.
So you're just like do working kettlebells like?
Yeah, you know, I mean workouts where it's just like 200 kettlebells for time, switching weights and just swings after swing after swing.
So I told you earlier, I've been going to gymnastics with coach down the street at this gymnastics place, and his name is Stas, straight from Russia. He's the man. I don't know. Yeah, he only speaks Russian. He like points he points and tells, you know. So, but he taught me a bunch of these dips on the P bars, the parallel bars, and I'm getting ready to show you something he calls men's dips. I don't know what women's dips are, but these are called men's dips, and to me it looks closest, it simulates closest to the transition of the muscle up, kind of, you know, going into and pushing up on the muscle up. So yeah, basically what we do is Stas would have me do an AMRAP in 20 seconds of, you know, how many men's dips I could get in 20 seconds. He'd always tell me that elite gymnasts could do 20 in 20 seconds. You know, I was getting like 13. I think 13 was my best. So I guess usually I do a lot of strength days. You know, a lot of heavy lifting, back squats, front squats, deadlifts, snatch, clean, all that good stuff. So I still do some of that, but maybe not as much. I just mix in a lot more gymnastics days, so a lot more skill days, a lot more maybe post WOD muscle ups, or fatigue muscle ups, or post WOD handstand push ups, handstand walk. I've been doing a lot more handstand walks. I think today we're going to do some handstand walks. So I guess just implementing a lot more gymnastics into my training.
I'm starting my senior year. I'm taking summer classes right now, and I'm starting my senior year. I have 2 more full semesters before I can graduate.
And do you have any life plans after you graduate?
Hopefully, when I get out next summer, I want to open my own affiliate. I want it to be a regular affiliate, but I also want it to be more of like a training center for like the kids in the area, the college kids and the high school athletes, so they can get better at their sport. You know, specifically baseball around here, it's huge, and I started coaching some kids this summer just to try to help them out with their their baseball, with their speed and power and strength and stuff like that. And it's kind of grown, and I've got a lot of kids now, and I'm working with all of them this summer, and they love it. So I think there's a good opportunity in this area for that kind of training.
It's just been a lot of pressure, and that I really wanted to go back to the games, and I really wanted to kind of prove to everyone that the past 2 years have not been just a fluke. You know, I mean, I think I deserve to be at the games. A lot of people, you know, probably shouldn't read blogs or anything like that, but a lot of people have this notion that Spencer Hendel doesn't deserve to be at the games. But I'm just out to prove people wrong. Yeah.
Is competing different than just doing CrossFit?
Oh yes. Competing. I mean, I wouldn't do 3 workouts a day if I wasn't competing for the CrossFit Games. I'd work out. I'd probably do strength work, and then I'd probably do a workout just for fun. I'd still do it, and I would still love it, and I would still push myself as hard as I could. I'd still try to be the best athlete I could be, CrossFit athlete, but it's just I wouldn't have the games there to push me a little bit further.
Do you think you're always gonna compete, or do you think you'll maybe stop one day? Have you thought about that ever?
I haven't thought about it yet. You know, hopefully I can just keep going. If you know, you stay healthy and no injuries or nagging anything, you can just. Hopefully, I'll keep competing.
Yeah.
I hope to.
So you're not bored of CrossFit yet?
No. I don't know why. I just keep coming back to it. I can't help it. It's great.
Actually, I retired March 1st of this year from Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools as an athletic director, and had done baseball, football on down the road for like 35 years. Yeah.
How did you find CrossFit?
Actually, my son Will was doing some shoulder rehab after some surgery with Andy over at the old box in Monroe, at Matthews, I'm sorry. And I was just bringing him every day. So I just kind of got to watching it, and kind of always kind of been a participation guy. So I just said, well, might as well jump in if I'm coming anyway. And so here we are, you know, 2.5 years later.
Do you have any expectation for yourself when you're there?
Yeah, not get hurt. Yeah, come back in one piece. And you know, kind of my goal is finish top 12, top 10 or 12, and kind of see where that takes me. I just want to finish and do the best I can and get some PRs.
Did you change the training this year?
You know what? Spencer trained himself all year. Okay, we really thought it was going to be a tough year for him. You know, it was his senior year up at Appalachian State. He graduated this past spring, and you know, he does all the training on his own. I mean, he's up there by himself. You know, there's no peers up there for him to work out with. You know, they kick him out of the gym because he's doing things they're not allowed to do. You know, he has no kettlebells, he has no wall balls, he has no box jumps, not allowed to drop weights. You know, that's kind of tough when you're putting over 300 pounds over your head and they don't want you dropping weights. So it's not that I changed his training. I didn't train him. He trained himself all year. It's just these past couple of these past month and a half that we've been kind of working together. So
how does it make you feel about yourself?
It makes me feel really good. It surprises me at times because what came out in that last workout at regionals, I couldn't explain to you. It's kind of like an out-of-body experience. I started rowing, and then all of a sudden I was done. I met my dad at the end of the finish line, and I don't know, it was just crazy. So
it was like was that like a unique experience?
It was probably one of the first times that I had to tell myself, Spencer, I don't care how much it hurts, you just got to keep going, because AJ is going to go just as fast or just as hard, if not harder. And the only way you're going to be able to keep up with him is to just balls to the wall. And it tells me now that I can push myself beyond the limits that I'm already normally used to, but I have the ability to go further than that, and so it's kind of cool.
I think the reason I do CrossFit has changed over the years. I started doing CrossFit in high school to be the best baseball player. I wanted to play professional baseball. That's what I wanted to do. You know, that's what you wanted when you're a kid. You're just like, I want to be a professional baseball player. And I grew up playing baseball, and I was always trying to push myself because I knew I had to be fast and be strong and be the best athlete I can be in order to play at that level. So up until my first year of college, it was for baseball, and I wanted to be the strongest, be the fastest, best baseball player I could be. And after that, after I transferred back here to ODU and I didn't play baseball anymore, I was still into that, working as hard as I can and trying to make the most of what I've been given. So like make the most of my abilities and my potential. So I just try to be the best athlete I can be. And then I found CrossFit competitions, and now I'm competing to, I do CrossFit to compete in the games just because it's fun. I love it.
Why do you do CrossFit?
Why not? It's why do I do CrossFit? I do CrossFit because exactly what happened at regionals.
Yeah.
I do CrossFit because I love the pressure and I love the competition, and I just think it's the coolest thing ever.